Y'all like, she love that little scarf and do. Okay, I don't got my light right now. I don't know why my eyes look that dark. I don't really give a Let's go. So I'm sitting here, right, all day long. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make a video tonight, and I want to talk about daddy issues because I already talked about mommy issues. So we about to get into daddy issues. We about to get into why your ass is searching up them damn tarot card readings, trying to figure some shit out. You done went through 5 tarot card readers trying to figure some shit out. Then you got homeboy. He got a strong woman on his side. He get intimidated and go start fucking with the I don't know who he started fucking with, but he went to go start fucking with somebody. But I want to talk about how the households, right, and those father wounds are formed, since I went in about the mother issue. So I want you to understand something, right? The father wound is the wound that have you out here looking for love in all the wrong places, looking for love in all the wrong places, because you're looking for the love that is actually going to be a trauma bonding situation, because you've never experienced the love from your father. So when you get into these relationships, you are going to be looking for that fatherly love. You're going to think calling this man daddy is really cool, when in actuality, you really got daddy issues. So why are you comfortable calling any nigga daddy? For me, I was not calling no man daddy because, nigga, I got daddy issues and I'm not about to do that, okay? I feel like you playing a fucking game on yourself. Daddy, 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 daddy. Now you out here tripping. You feel what I'm saying? Because you think that this nigga is really your daddy. Whole time, it's really your daddy that you're longing for. But that's not to say here nor there. So I want you to understand something, right? We get into these relationships, and we're really looking for that father figure to show up and show us that love, right? We feel like, oh, this person can't do this to me. This person can't do that to me. They can't cheat on me, because we're really energetically calling in the love that we needed from our fathers. That's what we're really doing. We get into these relationships, and we're not even in the relationship material standpoint. We don't even qualify for a relationship. But we still get into these relationships because we're trying to fill a void, or we feel like we're missing something, especially when we don't know. And we've been taught to go outside of ourselves. I'm trying to, is this my mo or what? But I'm not about to play with it. Okay. So, we get into these relationships. We attract these relationships and understand energetically you are what you attract. So you attract this man into your life. And guess what? He got daddy issues to fuck too. So now y'all got 2 different daddy issues. Confirmation. Yeah, because mommy attracted. Okay, all right. So now we about to get into how it impacts the man. Now, this mother freak around the ring. So I'm saying he gonna have this female, that female, this female, because he ain't got no structure in his life. He ain't got no structure in his life. He ain't never had a man show him how to treat a woman. He seen his mom go through mad shit with his father. So now it's like he got that anger towards his father that he really gonna take out on every woman that he possibly can, because he now has been created as a clear reflection of his father, right? Because he didn't learn that, okay, I experienced that, it didn't feel good, let me and not experience that. So they attract in a woman that has has daddy issues. They have daddy issues. Their daddy issues is going to show up in, they're not going to want to work. Okay, they're not going to see the importance of providing for their family. How can they? They never had the family structure. They never seen a man do what he needed to do in the household. You feel what I'm saying? So they're going to have issues with that. 9 out of 10, the mom done poured so much emotional trauma onto them that she was feeling within herself that now this boy is like a fucking mommy's baby boy. And it's going to be so toxic. The mama going to be involved. She's going to be the enabler. It's going to be a whole bunch of shit going on. But it all stems to them not having their father, the guy not having their father. Like, how are you supposed to show up as a man? You know what I'm saying? How was he supposed to show up as a man? Having your father shows you a lot of things. It shows you, what I'm saying, how to be there for a woman. By seeing the son see you be there for his mom, and they don't grow up in these households, and then they growing up in these households where, what I'm saying, the father feel like they gotta do mad shit to them, or they gotta beat them up, or they gotta do this, they gotta do that, because it's something within them that they fear. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like over discipline is gonna get, what I'm saying, that whatever it is that you want to get to that child. Don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody needs to have the freedom to be who they are. You feel what I'm saying? If you're trying to beat something into a child, understand something, that you are going to create a monster, right? Because that child is then going to like basically indigest that shit, and then when they come out, they're gonna be a beast. You feel what I'm saying? Like, they're gonna really turn up on the world because they have all of this hidden emotion within them that they had to take. They had to get their ass whooped, don't cry. You know what I'm saying? So they had to take all of these things. And the worst thing that they told our men was, boys don't cry. Yes, boys do cry, baby. You better come over here and cry so I could dry your eyes, because I want you to understand something. All of that turns into something physically. It's all energy. You feel what I'm saying? It's all energy. So if energetically you feeling this, understand that you're going to attract disruption outside of you. That's what this is. So when the father's not in the household, you know what I'm saying, they miss that void, that emotional support. You know what I'm saying? There's certain things with their, the fathers that, the sons need. Right now, I can tell you right now, my 7-year-old, I could tell that his emotions are switching. He's starting to learn. I know his brainwave is moving, and he's starting to learn certain things. You know what I'm saying? He's starting to learn his emotions, and I can tell, that he's really missing his dad, that he's missing out on his dad, and I can tell these things. I was just sitting here in my journal, and I was saying, like, he had a conversation with me. And, I was in the shower and shit, and I could hear it clear as day. My soul spoke to me, and it said, yo, if you don't start doing right by them kids, you ain't going nowhere. Now, listen, one thing I'm a mom. You know what? I'm the mom that I had. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I did, I did my shit where I was in survival mode. You know what I'm saying? I was just cooking and making sure they was clean and making sure they went to school and making sure, they was doing whatever they was doing. They was on electronics and making sure they went to bed. You feel what I'm saying? But I wasn't the mom to really sit there and have conversations with my kids outside of if somebody touching you in them private areas and stuff like that. I wasn't in the right state of mind to like really sit there and, interact with them on different levels. Don't you know I got the shower right? And I'm like, you know what? I'm about to go color with them. Because one thing about me, once I noticed something, and it went deeper. You know what I'm saying? It really went deeper because it really went deeper. I know wholeheartedly that I became my environment. You feel what I'm saying? Because I was dealing with them the same thing. I'm not saying that that's her fault, but what I'm saying is I recognize the pattern. And once I recognize patterns, I got to clear it out. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know what? Let me get up out the shower. I'm like, let me go color with them. And I sat there and I colored with my kids. And oh my gosh. First and foremost, fear tried to come up. Fear don't like when you go into something that it's not aware of. Fear is used to me, you know what I'm saying, being aggravated and wanting to like get an escape. You feel what I'm saying? It's used to that. But it didn't happen like that. I went and now, you know what I'm saying, still with my kids. And I did have a negative thought like, damn, is this the last moment with my kids? Am I about to... And all of this crazy shit. But I like, brushed that out. And I really sat there and I colored with my kids. And I was like so into and focused and coloring with them. My son came and he had a conversation with me, you know what I'm saying? And when he came and had that conversation with me, I knew that it was time for me to show up as my best self, you know what I'm saying? While still allowing him to be who it is that he needs to be. I see with my son too. I'm seeing so much stuff, yo. Shout out to this full moon because so much stuff is rising to the surface, okay? So much stuff is rising to the surface because I'm seeing where I'm putting my son into, you know what I'm saying, a loop of him having to feel like he has to show up as this strong, you know what I'm saying, like protective boy. And that's because of my past domestic violence situations. You know what I'm saying? He's seen a lot of things. So naturally, boys want to protect their moms. They love to protect their moms. So now he feel like he got to be this super tough boy. But I can see him going back and forth with the super tough boy and the boy that just want to like let his imagination wander. You feel what I'm saying? And I know how deep that is. And I know one thing. From me realizing that and understanding that today, I'm going to ensure that my children stay in that imagination type mindset. I'm going to ensure, you feel what I'm saying, that they stay in that and they don't feel like they have to go outside of themselves or be somebody, you know what I'm saying, in which they aren't, or feel like they have to mature, especially boys, that they have to mature and they got to take care of the household because that fucks them up. You feel what I'm saying? That fucks them up. That really fucks them up. And I'm sitting here and I'm recognizing certain shit. I'm like, all right, boom, game time. You feel what I'm saying? So every day I'm going to make sure I get up and I'm going to make sure that I interact with him. You feel what I'm saying? We're going to be out there shooting hoops. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to be doing that. But I'm going to ensure that you know what I'm saying, I react to him because I can see where, you know what I'm saying, that dad, he needs, you know what I'm saying, that situation. Whatever situation with his dad, you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. Shout out to the creator for creating me resilient enough to take care of 6 kids and to still, you know what I'm saying, work on healing myself. Like, I really got to give myself a pat on the motherfucking back because they say it take a village to raise a child, and I got 6 of them, and them village ain't really been short to nothing. You feel what I'm saying? They got to be some real toxic shit that undergo so motherfuckers have a reason to say something, but I'm not going to go there because I'm grateful for every, you know what I'm saying, helping hand I got, but I like purity. You feel what I'm saying? I like purity all in all because that's how I treat people. But it is what it is. But, y'all know what I'm saying. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to ensure that I do some things with them and I'm going to interact with them. And I know that, you know what I'm saying, I'm fixing myself up to the point where when I do attract a relationship into my life, I know, you know what I'm saying, what my standards are. You know what I'm saying? I know that, you know, we're going to have a structured household. I know that you're going to show my son how to be a man, you know what I'm saying, how to be a protector. And, you know, he's and not showing him like, oh, yeah, let me show you, but the way you deal with his mom, you feel what I'm saying? Like, that's what it's about. So definitely, you know what I'm saying, father issues, father wounds, and both, you know what I'm saying, the female and the male, like, that's really, you know what I'm saying, it has to be a healing point, because what do you expect? What do you expect from this boy showing up in your life and he ain't never had a father? And what does he expect from you showing up in your life and she ain't never had a daddy? All we want to do now is put these responsibilities unconsciously on the people that we supposed to be experiencing love with. You know what I'm saying? Like, we supposed to be experiencing love with these person, but we got this trauma bonding, codependency, toxic ass shit ongoing. You feel what I'm saying? Because the examples that we seen, they was toxic as hell. They ain't even make it. You feel what I'm saying? They didn't even make it to, you know, to be together. So that's why these wounds are formed. So our people have to really rise, and we have to really understand that accountability is really going to take you to another point. I know that the accountability sometimes is hard as hell, but understand something. You experience that shit, and regardless of what, even me, I still had the choice to make a different decision, regardless of what. We all have this point in us that, like, it's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, yeah, you know, I did have to do some work. I feel like once I started fasting in 2022, my intuition started to, like, come on. Like, I started to feel different things. But it's all a journey, because even that, you feel what I'm saying? Like, you have to clear the gut out so you can feel, you know what I'm saying, this intuitively. So you can know. 1 second, you guys. You know, so you can know. Stop. Let's get ready for bed. And I just told you, let's get ready for bed. Thank you. Yeah, you guys. So, you know, it's really for all of us to really, like, you know what I'm saying, take the accountability, you know what I'm saying, as collectives, and really healing, and not just saying, oh, you got this or you got that, you know what I'm saying, or this is going on with you or this is going on with that. Like, it's time for us to just take the accountability that we need to take, just so we can do better, we can, you know, provide better experiences. Like, do we not understand that, you know what I'm saying, we, we come out here and we have these children, you know what I'm saying, we have these children, and when you don't know, when you have a lack of knowledge, then yes, you know what I'm saying, you get a little scapegoat. But once you know better, you have to do better. You feel what I'm saying? Like, once you know better, you have to do better, and it's not even about you. It is about you, but you're healing for you. You're healing for you, and it's going to extend to your children. You feel what I'm saying? It's going to extend, and it's going to be effortlessly. You're not going to have to say, oh, yeah, I got to do this, I got to do that. You're naturally going to do it, because it's naturally in flow. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is who we really want to be. Like, this is what we really want to be. This is why we really were created. You feel what I'm saying? You know, men protect women in the physical, and the women protect men in the spiritual. You feel what I'm saying? But we don't have that, because our people are so freaked up. You know what I'm saying? Our people so freaked up, and we're so much, just going at each other, you know what I'm saying? Or going outside of us, that we don't really know the power that's within us. Like, our people has really experienced a lot of things, and they go a little deeper than just having father wounds, because that father ain't have a father 9 out of 10. You feel what I'm saying? That father ain't have a father, and it goes on and on and on and on. You feel what I'm saying? But deeper than that, though, I just feel like, all in all, our people are our race, melanated people, you know what I'm saying, black people, whatever it is that you consider yourself at, we are really hurting. Like, we've been hurting for years. You feel what I'm saying? Years. And it trickled down to this. You know what I'm saying? It trickled down to this, but this is where it stops at. And I feel more in all in all, like, that's my push. You know what I'm saying? That's my push in life. You feel what I'm saying? Being on here, showing y'all me just like this, climb the top, motivate you. We out here, we raising the frequency, we raising the vibration. We ain't on none of that nutty, duddy, slutty, dummy shit. We out here being a creator and being what it is that we need to be, and showing up for our kids and being nurturers and in our divine feminine energy. That's how real it is. Because I already said that I'm going to be walking with tigers. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying I'm going to be walking with tigers. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm doing. But that's what we're here for. Like, we're really here to, like, really, it takes a village. Yes, it do take a village. So here, my village is here, your village is there, we here together. That's what we about to do. We about to raise the village. You feel what I'm saying? Like, raise the village, because it's time to raise the village. It's time to give our children what we didn't have, period. Like, don't watch my videos if you're not ready to give your children what you didn't have. And I'm not talking about the sneakers. I'm not talking about the Jordans. I'm not talking about the Balenciagas. I'm not talking about none of that. I'm not talking about none of that. Been there, done that. That shit ain't did nothing. Can you stop? know what I'm saying? Been there, done that, all of that shit. Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? All of that. Been there, done that. What has it did? Not a damn thing. Because mama still getting her hands up. Mama still was attracting toxic relationships. Mama still was ducking ATM. Mommy still was doing all of this other nut shit. But it looked good on the outside. But what's really going on the inside? Because too much dressed on the outside, I've been healed enough to know that they come with some bullshit. Because I feel like once you secure in the inside, I don't give a fuck what you think about me on the outside. And understand, I'm about 60% secure. You know, my light is not bright. But baby, I'm here. You feel what I'm saying? I'm here. And I'm going to be here. And I'm going to be up there. And I'm going to be just like this. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm going to transition as I evolve, as I surrender, as I go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my bottom. This is my bottom. This is my bottom. This is where I figure out this is where I know every fucking thing I need to do to evolve, to raise my frequency, to shift to another timeline. This is it. This is it. June 11th, 2026 on the strawberry moon in Sagittarius, big Sagittarius, Virgo on the sun, moon. I ain't gonna play with it. You feel what I'm saying? This is when I realize what it is that I need to do, how I position myself, and how I do what I need to do. Right here, right now, I'm ready, you ready, steady, go. Because what we really doing? What we really doing? So we about to clear out these daddy issues. We about to clear out them codependency issues. We about to pack them tarot card readings up because you keep saying that you don't want the nigga, but you keep going to read all the tarot card readings. I know how that shit go. I was doing it. I'm telling you, silly as hell. I'll be laying in the bed listening to all the tarot card readings. What? Now I don't even like the relationship and the twin flame and all that shit, toxic fucking readings. I don't care about that shit because guess what? I know that, listen, if it was for me, it would still be here. If it wasn't for me and you showed me that you wasn't for me, nigga, I'm going to see you later. I'm going to see you later. Because what we about to do, I'm not about to do that because I know where that came from. I know all the time that I didn't deserve this, but I normalized it because I had daddy issues and I wanted to be loved. And I wanted to, you know what I'm saying, fill whatever family void that I was missing. But no. No, it's done now. Oh, get the fuck out of here. But yeah, y'all, I did want to talk about daddy issues. Okay, I gotta get my ring light next time. But listen, I got $100 I can spend a more. All right, y'all.